Hi guys, I'm Shmi and today I'm exploring Dubai for a little bit of supercar shopping. So I'm going to be driving around in the McLaren 540C, the car that I'm driving here for my week or so visiting the UAE, and I'm going to go visit some pretty cool supercar dealerships. Now I may not be buying a car, but this is pretty much one of the centres for supercars in the world. There are some astonishing machines sat in showroom windows all around Dubai. So we're kicking off now in the Ras Al Khor industrial estate, where I am surrounded already by some fairly nice cars. There's a fab design Mercedes SLS AMG right beside me there. There's some ludicrously large Ford triple cab truck thing back there. I'm going to go into GTR Motors in a second, then I'm going to go and visit some other places. The dealerships are either in this area, this industrial park, or often over on Sheikh Zayed Road, the main road that runs up through the centre of Dubai. So I'm going to hop around, gentle cruise around town, go visit some dealerships, see who will let me turn my camera on and film some pretty cool stuff inside. Let's jump straight in at the deep end.
A Carbon Series McLaren P1. Look at that, and there's a normal one sat right there in volcano orange as well. And while we're here, a GT3 RS, a Phantom drop head, a Corvette, and in the corner, a luminous yellow G500 4x4 squared. Those things are super cool. There's actually another one just out there with a normal G63 next to it, so you can see the size and how much bigger it is. It's so cool in the yellow. Look, there's another one. Plenty of Mustangs and Camaros here.
Believe it or not, there's a third one just over there. But now we're going to take a look inside Top Line Motors, because I've spotted something I quite like the look of in here, which is this, the Ford GT-X1. They never made too many of these. The convertible version of the Ford GT, and they've also got a normal Ford GT towards the back as well. GT3 RS, 12C, or 650S right here, V12 Vantage, and some 993 turbos. But this is very, very special and rare car. Less than 50 of them in the world, 700 horsepower, converted by Gennady Design Group from the GTs, now with the new star roof. And there's a Plymouth Prowler tucked in there as well. Very cool. Here we've got a fourth G500 4x4. It's the middle of the afternoon, which means a lot of places are closed, and I'm also sorry about the pneumatic drilling in the background there. It's very noisy. But I'm doing some window shopping here at Sport Cars, where I've seen another GTX1. I'm not sure how much of this you can see through the window. And then beyond that, a yellow Carrera GT and an SLR. And then over on the other side here, you can kill the reflections. We've got a GT3 RS in blue, and there's another SLR next to it. Then outside, they've got what looks like an LP640 with a kit to make it look like a Super Veloce. In fact, it's definitely a kit, not an SV itself, but still looks badass in the satin black. And I think lastly for over here, Meastar Motors, again looking in the window, we've got a 722 SLR just here. Beyond that is an SLS Black Series, which is cool, and then a couple more SLSs and some luxury cars, Bentleys and Rolls Royces and the like. It's quite a nice colour as well. So there's a lot around here, but let's jump into the 540C and head over towards Sheikh Zayed Road to go see some of the sort of hypercars at the dealerships there. This is Alain class. This is basically the #1 hypercar dealership around the world. I first filmed at Alain class when they were at their old location back where we just were. And even back then, they had some pretty amazing cars and it was mind-blowing. I think I probably had about 1,000 subscribers back then. Today, they basically upgraded things. They have this new location alongside Sheikh Zayed Road. Outside, there's a Brabus 4x4 squared and a G63 6x6. Inside, there's an awful lot more. Let's go check it out. Basically, this is utterly ridiculous. Where does one even really begin? Well, I suppose we could start with the full blue Bugatti Veyron 16.4 original coupe tucked in there. And we've got the Ferrari Speciale, Porsche GT3 RS, this very nice white with red interior 918 Spider. Then I'm going to come to the Koenigsegg CCXR Special One. Now this is a car I've always had a soft spot for. Firstly, because the colour scheme is utterly ludicrous. The turquoise on the exterior and literally everything on the interior too. But secondly, because it was one of my first sort of cars I spotted in the early days of making these videos, back before I had a supercar myself. I think I had my BMW at the time. So, I mean, this car, to me, is really quite special. Then we've got an Aston Martin GT12. Another car, obviously, I like, with the GT8 on order myself. Soft spot for the GT12. 675 LT, highly MSO'd. Again, closely connected to me. This car is satin chicane grey, so chicane grey launch colour satin, but with a lot of MSO highlights and options, the scoop, the louvres, all the orange trim, of course, that you can see. Well, the MSO badge down there. Then we've got a Carrera GT, which is just utterly awesome, always. Ferrari F12 TDF, a car that I would add to my garage in a heartbeat if it wasn't for the price tag on them. Only 799 in the world, so they have skyrocketed in value. But they look so cool, especially in yellow. Then we've got a Brabus 850 S-Class, Vanquish, a couple of Ford GTs, this one in the Golf livery. Very beautiful blue Lamborghini Huracan, black Lexus LFA, Ferrari 16M. Carry over to this side of the showroom. An SLR, 488 Spider, yellow 488, Aventador Roadster, SLS Black Series. There are only 150 of these. I always thought there were more. Really cool. Then a couple of Rolls Royces, Dawn, Wraith, Ghost. Oh, and is that the Hyperion behind? Let's whiz up this way. I think it is, yes. This is the one-off Rolls-Royce Hyperion. I've seen it before, quite a long time ago. That's fairly crazy. It's basically had the bonnet extended and the rear shortened, so the seats are moved slightly further back. Commands a fairly insane price tag to boot. Coming back this way, Porsche GT2 RS and another Koenigsegg, a CCX. This one's a full carbon body car. This is actually something like 10 years or so old now, which is why the interior looks a little bit dated. People always comment on that. But this had over 800 horsepower, and it is such a beast. What a spectacular showroom, though. Utterly, utterly incredible. And those two lurking outside.
Next up, the other side of the road, let's have a look at deals on wheels.
Okay, so straight to the back to have a look at these two. Firstly, another Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Coupe, but this is quite an acquired taste. The satin brown combined with the pearlescent white, and then the gold vinyl wrapped highlights like the Bugatti grille at the front, the wheels, mirrors, handles, fuel cap. That's quite distinct, shall we say. Not necessarily my taste. I would have the blue one. Next to that, Koenigsegg Agera. I think this might have been one of the very first Ageras. It's not an Agera R, but it does look super smart in the silver with the blue stripes. Yeah, nice finish. And actually, we can have a quick look at the revised interior, updated versus the CCXRs and the like of the older cars. I think I might have filmed this one before as well, actually. I think it might have taken part in Desert Run with Supercars Club Arabia. Let's have a quick look at what else we have around here then. I'm not even 100% sure what that is, but I'm sure some of you know. So we've got a rather customised M4 by Simon Motorsport. We've got an LFA, we've got some Murcielagos, one Coupe, one Roadster, California, Aventador. Along the front, we've got an Aventador Roadster, Speciale, SLR Roadster, an Aventador Pirelli edition there as well. Rotates, basically supercars galore. Just going to come back round to this for a moment. It's a Brabus SLR Roadster. I love the colour, the blue, even with the red interior. Sort of Superman combination, but this is a car I really like, even if it only has a 5-speed automatic gearbox. You have the side exit exhaust up here. This colour combination is awesome. I'm not 100% sure about the wheels though, which is unusual for me. I normally like Brabus stuff, but that's a super smart car next to that Pirelli edition Aventador Roadster. Pop down to the basement to have a look down here too. The nice little trio of Mercedes here, the SL65 Black Series, C63 Black Series, and then another SLR as well, all looking very good. But it's really cool down here, all the cars. Just got a rear, not entirely sure what this is, but it looks quite fun. Lots of nice cars tucked away. just to summarise Dubai for you quickly, there is an F12 that's just arrived, and in the background there is a 488 GTB, which you can't see. Oh, and a G63 as well. Can you see that 488 at all? Seen it? There we go.
Then we've got princess cars.
And look at that window. 918 Spider, 918 Spider, 918 Spider. Wow, let's have a look. Oh, and I can see a Veyron.
The Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse Rembrandt edition. So this is one of the Veyron legends. See the brown carbon fibre? Two-tone. Very nice. Next to that is a Ferrari Enzo. Now, I was lucky enough to drive the Enzo recently, back to back with an F50, F40 and a 288 GTO. And I came out thinking the F50 would be my choice, but I haven't seen one of those yet today. But the Enzo, well, it's named after Ferrari's founder himself, isn't it? It's a very special machine. It was back over here, past a white Testarossa and a trio of Countachs, 2 red, 1 black, and a Z8 at back, to the 918s. 918 in triplicate. 2 liquid silver, 1 white. I feel like I've seen a few of those today. Nice.
My final stop of the day, exotic cars. And if you can see through the window, you can see why I've come here.
Because it's pretty insane, and there are also some nice cars just loitering out on the streets outside as well. To mention, where to start then? Lots and lots in here. Well, firstly, the red and black Veyron looks very nice, and this is actually an original Veyron that's been converted to have the new look facelift front like the Vitesse and the Super Sport. I think that looks really good. We've got an Aventador Roadster, we've got the Mansory Siracusa 458 Italia by Mansory. Then we've got a Pirelli edition Aventador Roadster as well there. We've got a P1 Carbon Series, second one of the day that I've seen, of course, the exposed carbon with the red highlights. Just going to show you one more thing I didn't focus on before, one of 5 of the Carbon Series. And then we've got an Aventador SV, actually the first Aventador SV that I've seen out here. I love it in the dark red, really, really nice colour. 599 GTO, 458 Speciale Aperta, GT3 RS, squeezing through a couple of others, SLS, Dawn, 488, FF, Bentley, and a couple of rollers behind. So, not bad. As well as all of the cars, I've also bumped into Vitale. How you doing?
Good, how are you? What's up, bro?
I'm very, very well.
I'm great.
So come on, out of all the cars, what's your choice?
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. I know, I'm sure that this is probably the most expensive car here, 1 out of 5. Yes, sure, I would have it, but it's something about Aventadors.
Yeah.
But then I saw that Mercedes
Yeah,
over there.
63.
Yes, I would love that because that's a boss car.
That's a good California car.
Yeah, love it.
With the top down, very
But
good
the
California.
Bugatti's nice, but I don't know. Nah, yeah, I'll go with that Aventador, bro.
What do you drive? You still have
I have an F-Type.
still have the F-Type?
Yeah.
I knew you used to, because
I'm about to get rid of it. I'm tired. It's so small.
I had a period out in LA, and I'm sure some of my guys will remember this, and I had an orange F-Type, and yours was red, right?
Yeah.
And I got so many comments from this lot being like, have you lent me your car?
Are you
Like
serious?
so many. It was
That's
really,
awesome,
really
yeah.
strange.
That's funny. Yeah, we should race sometime.
Well, awesome to meet you.
Awesome to meet you too, bro.
See you later. How does one choose between the cars? I have absolutely no idea, but I hope you've enjoyed this look around the supercar showrooms of Dubai. It's been a pretty interesting day. I've seen so many cars, like 3 Koenigsegg's, 4 Veyrons, 3 P1s, whole load of 918 Spiders. I think it was a particular highlight seeing the turquoise CCXR special one again. The F12 TDF, I love that. The P1 Carbon Series is also truly, truly stunning. But a big thanks has to go to everywhere that has allowed me to film today. It's been brilliant being able to see quite so much in one afternoon. That's it for now though. Let me know in the comments below, out of all of this, if you were shopping for a supercar, what would it have been? That's it for now though. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.